So last class we had a discussion about consignment sales. Today we are going to discuss about stock transfer orders. We have two types of stock transfer orders, inter and intra. Okay, let me go to the new sheet. So we can now discuss about what is this stock transfer order. Okay, transfer order. So it's very simple. If stock is transferring between two storage locations, or else if stock is transferring between two plants, or else if stock is transferring between one plant to one storage location. That is rare scenario. You try to understand this. The stock is transferring between either storage location 1, storage location 2, okay, or else your plant 1 to your plant 2, okay. This is called stock transfer. Why we require stock transfer? It is very important. So your plant is belongs to material management and your storage location is subdivision of your plant. It is also in okay. Why we have to do the stock transfer? That is the first question. Why we have to do this? Because let's assume, so this plant got some order from external customer, okay. So then stock is not available. Like first reason is like reason for stock transfers. So reasons for stock transfers. The first is like stock is not available in another plant. Okay, this is one reason. So you can go for second reason. Stock always manufactured in one plant and will be distributed to selling plants. Okay. Another third reason. Stock is available. Stock is available in both plants, but it depends on need. Need or urgency. Stock will be transferred to another plant. Okay. All these are the three set of reasons. It can be any reason for that matter. Okay. Stock will be moved from one plant to another plant of their respective storage locations is called stock transfer. See, I'll just tell you more frequent reasons for stock transfer, but it can be any reason. It doesn't matter. If the company is looking for stock transfer, you have to configure for your system. Okay. These are the three reasons. Okay. So types of stock transfers. What is that? Types of stock transfers. One is intra company stock transfer. Okay. Second one is inter company stock transfer. What is this intra and inter company stock transfer? We are going to see. Apart from that, you have a intra company returns will be there, intercompany returns will be there. That is different. Let's try to understand at basic level what is intra-company stock transfer, what is intercompany stock transfer. Let me depict an example. We have a company code called 2727 for Dhruvan Foods. Okay. So within this company code, I have one plant. So maybe it's in Germany. Let's assume it is in France, another plant. Okay. This is your plant one. This is your plant two. Okay. So whenever we require, depends on the need, stock will be transferred from this place to this place, or else this place to this place, vice versa, it will be transferred both plants, depends on the need, or else always your company says that stock will be transferred from this place to this place before selling, or else stock will be available in both plants, but 2728, if you get any order, if any shortage is there, then stock will be transferred from this place. So it depends on the season. For example, if you go for US kind of country, or else any some countries only winter only work. So winter they don't work, sorry. And summer and some rainy season they will work. Let's assume this plant is working on seasonal basis. Some certain season, assume that it need to be shut down. Such a case, but you have orders from your customer, so then stock will be manufactured all seasons. If it is manufacturing is done, it will be moved from here to here. This is the basic difference between your stock or need of your stock transfer. When it comes to this is your company code. Okay. So when I say this company code, within this company code, these two plans assigned. So then within means within this company code, not separate company code. Within this company code, if two plans belongs to company code, if the stocks transfer is happening, then we'll call it as intra company stock transfer. Okay. So what is then intercompany stock transfer? Let's try to extend this example. Okay. So this is the plant, okay, which is held by one plant. So this is another plant. Let's try to represent with different color. Okay. So this is intra-company stock transfer. Intra-company stock transfer. Okay, let's try to keep it this company code here. Okay, let's try to keep it here. Your intercompany stock transfer. Okay, so now let me try to okay. So now you came to know this is what happening, like so this is your stock transfer, okay, between two plants. Now let's try to take another company code. Okay, 2727. So you take a maybe like 2030, another company code. If it is not available in system, we will define, or else 2728 also we can do it. For a confusion, like we have utilized this one. Let's try to define another company code and different 2030. 2030. Okay. Dhruvan Diamond Foods. He has running one more company. Okay. So let's come here. So this is the company. These are the two company codes. Okay. So let's assume we already know that this plant is belongs to this company code. Whereas I have one more company called 2030, which is a new plant. Okay. So this is plant 3. Okay, so we have defined 2 plants, means we are going to define another plant which is belongs to this company code. Okay, when 2 company codes are unique in between, if the stock is transferred, okay, then we'll call it as that one as intercompany transfer. So you see, when you study intermediate, means 2 years you are reading in the similar way. So it is separate and it is separate. Your company codes are separate. If the stock transfer is happening in between 2 company codes, then we will call it as intercompany stock transfer. Okay, so all these are the company codes. This is company code and this is also company code. Okay, so this is the basic difference between your inter and intra company stock transfers. Now let's try to check how these scenarios works on SAP system. Okay, so let me put it this one as well. Okay, in between 2 company codes belongs to 2 individual company codes. So now let's try to check how this intra-company stock transfer will work on SAP system. Okay, so as of now we are concentrating on first scenario. Okay, so maybe let me keep here. Okay, now let's try to work on this, what we have to do. So first important setting, let me write here. Okay, first setting for intercompany stock transfer. So when you are transferring in between 2 plants, you should required, you have to define 2 plants. Okay, 2 plants belongs to the different country or same location or different location, depends on the scenario. But if when you are transferring stock from 27272 to 2728, obviously you should have to define, this is the first setting. Okay, let's go and check on SAP system whether 2 plants available or not. First thing. Okay, let me share the SAP screen. Let's check. Okay, it has got expired. Let me open the SAP again. I'll share you the screen. So you can use it already defined plans also for testing. It doesn't matter. Or else if required, we'll define company codes and plans. So it seems that after some time, we're going back to our basics actually. Let's come here, SPRO, reference IMG. So let's come here, enterprise structure. Let's come to the definition. Okay, let's come to the logistics general. If you see, define copy, delete, check plant. Let's click here. I think we have defined in the past 2 months ago. Let's check. See, so one plant we have defined for German. So another plant we have defined for France. Okay, 2 plants available. So let's come here. This is German. Let's confirm 2728. It is for France. Okay, both are belongs to 2 different locations. So it is holding 2 different addresses. Okay, that's very good. Let's come here. Let's keep it like this. Let's go to the second setting. So what is our second setting? So these 2 plans we have to assign to the single unique company code. Okay, so within the company code the stock transfer is happening, then you have to assign both plans to single company code. Okay, so we're going to assign this one to the single company code. Let's go and check. Probably it might be there. Let's go back. Let's check our assignments. Where is our assignments? So you come here. So logistics general, assign plant to company code. So our plant is 2727. Let's keep it. See, so German plant is assigned to the same company code 2727, and France plant is also assigned. So this setting is fine for us. So let's try to copy this. Okay. So maybe let me try to change. Okay. Let's go back to the Excel now. So let's try to keep this as an example. Okay, this is the assignment. So let me try to take all these, delete. Okay, so that it will come here. So now you got both plans. This is company code. For that, you have assigned these two plans. Second setting is done. So now let's ready. You are going to do what actually basically if you would like to do the stock transfer in between these two, like belongs to same company code, then so there is no billing, just for uses you're transferring from this company to this company code to this company code. But sometimes you might require billing in real time, certain scenarios. Okay, most of the times, so you don't have billing within the company code. So let's try to understand the third setting. Okay, see, before going ahead, let me tell you, like suppose if I'm moving stock from this plant to this plant, then this plant, this specific plant is receiver, right? Receiver means if you think in the perspective of the customer, okay? So he is a vendor. So this guy is vendor to this guy, okay? That means this company code will be created as vendor, okay? Vendor in this plant, okay? This plant will be created as a vendor here. And so like we can call like this, you can call like this is ordering, in this case ordering plant or receiving plant. Okay, so that means he need a stock transfer from this plant. He will order this plant. I want this. How we are going to see technically later. Let's try to understand this first. Okay, so this plant is supplying plant or delivering plant. Okay, so you should understand this process because it is integrated with SD at certain places. I'll come to know, but this is more frequent. Like if some issues also come, then if MM consultant don't have much knowledge, you can able to handle on your own, or else as long as your seniority increases, if any severity issue comes, like you are in a position to handle this. That's why SD consultant should learn. But some interviews they will ask 10% of interviews, some interviews they don't ask. Sometimes nowadays it will become like a 50-50. Okay, so this supplying plant is delivering the stock to this plant. 2727 is delivering to this plant. So then 2727 will be created it as a vendor. Okay, so if these people are purchasing, you can see one way you can understand if it is free or something like that professionally, they are purchasing 2728 purchasing from this plant. Okay, So you have to create purchase organization here. Okay, so in the similar way, this, since this 2727 is supplying the stock to 2728, 2728 is will be created as a customer. Okay, this is vice versa. He is supplying, then is vendor to him. So this person is receiving the stock, this person is receiving the stock, then to whom he need to send, then he should know his customer. So then 2728 will be treated as a customer here. Okay, so we'll go one by one settings. Let's go one by one. So now first we identified the plans, we will assign to the company code, second setting. So let's try to create a third setting. Okay, third setting means here, so 2727, if I supposed to create it as a vendor, first I required purchase organization. Okay, so for 2728 we'll define a purchase organization. Let's go to SAP now one more time. So we have done these settings. Let's come here. Where is the enterprise structure? Again, come here, definition. So if it is intra, then purchase organization might be common sometimes for both plans, same purchase organization, or else it might differ plant to plant. Okay, if you come here, material management. So let's, what is the step? Create purchase organization. Let's check if something is available, because we have created at the time of third party sales. Now purchase organization 2728 also you can able to create it. So purchase organization diamond Dhruva. Okay, let's save this. I have created this one 2728. So since you try to understand one scenario, vice versa, if you required, we can able to see. So let's try to check for next one is create purchase organization for your receiving or ordering plant. Okay, so why I'm writing this, because at initiation level they will tell just like that. After that students will fall in different difficulties to configure all these things. So it will be useful for MM and SD consultants as well. So let's try to create purchase organization, this one. Okay, now let's go to the fourth setting. So as I told you before, your purchase organization need to be assigned to company code, means that purchase organization can able to order centrally for all the plans belongs to that company code, or else individually you can able to assign purchase organization to your company code slash or receiving plant. Okay, because since they're purchasing from this plant, so that purchase organization should be here. Okay, let's go and try to check the setting actually. So let's go back. Let's close the definition. Let's go to the assignments. So let's come here, material management, assign purchase organization to company code or plant. Let's check here, what is our purchase organization? 2728. So let's assume that in our what do you call in business, so we're assigning to, so 2728 is the purchase organization. Okay, so let's go back. So our company code is 2727, because this is the we don't have two company codes, right? We assign to the same thing. So let me go back and try to copy here. So company code level, suppose if I assign this is the one. Okay. So purchase organization for whoever the plants belongs to this, or else individually also you can able to do it. That also I will show you. So it depends. Like if it is not central, company code means whoever the plants belongs to that company code, that for that plants it can purchase centrally. So let's go to the purchase organization 2728. So for plant is 2728. We have defined the same thing. Our entry already exists. Let's go and check. 2728. Okay. So for diamond plant, it is France plant. So it is purchasing from any one of the plant. This example I'm showing 2727 is the supplier. It might be different suppliers also. Why it is in standard, some restriction will be there, that is different. Okay. So let me keep it this setting also, either this or this. Okay. If you do above setting or else below setting, it will work. So both, if you assign also, it will work. It is at central level for all plants, company code level. Okay. So now come to the fifth setting. Okay. So now what we'll do, we'll create a vendor. Okay. By using this purchase organization company code. So vendor means 2727 is supplying 2728. Then this person is vendor to this particular purchase area or sales area. Okay. So now what we can do, see, if I am ordering, then which plant which for whom I need to order, I should know, maybe 2727 is the supplier, or a 2030 is the supplier, or a 2050 is the supplier. I should know as a receiver. Okay. So if I wanted to know his master data, it need to be created as a vendor for me. Okay. Here only people will confuse which is vendor and which is customer. Okay. So next step is create vendor by using PRG and company code. What is the transaction for this? For creating vendor, XK01, we already seen this. XK02 is for change. XK03 is central level. If it is only purchase area data, then FK01, FK02 and FK03. The similar way you can do it FD01, FD02 and FD03. It doesn't matter. Okay. Let me keep it here. So let's come here. See, creation of vendor is master data, but you require a purchase organization where it belongs to. So let's take company code. Our company code is same since it is Intra. Okay. So let's press enter. So our purchase organization is 2728. Okay. So account group, this is very, very important. So when we have seen in third party sales, this is individual vendor. Now your plant is supposed to be created as a vendor, then you have to choose in standard. This is 007 actually. Okay. Let's press enter. So let me take anything, that's fine. Okay. So vendor diamond plant. So vendor is vendor 2727, right? 2727 we are creating here. So let's keep it to 2727 as a search term. Okay. And this vendor is belongs to maybe Germany. Okay, so because the stock is coming from there only, Germany, let's keep it DE. Let's press enter. So DE is not the region. Okay, Hamburg, we'll choose Hamburg as region. Let's press enter. So here all the fields like vendor related master data, if you'd like to fill all these fields, you can fill it, but it's our practice from SD side, you can able to fill the mandatory fields. But if you are from consultants, you fill all the required fields, depends on your need. Okay, here is the important setting comes into picture. Okay, if you see this administrator data is says it belongs to this. Let's press enter. So reconciliation account for vendor, it is this one. So your cash management group, it says this is important. Let's put the payment terms as this one. Let's press enter. Currency is euro. Okay, supplier currency, terms of payment is this one. So let's try to put it. Let's put this one. Okay, now let's come here. This is the place where your actual things comes into picture. Okay, so go to add purchase data. So this vendor is created. Okay, this vendor is created. So who is the supplying plant? Okay, this is very, very important. Okay, press enter. Account 50 already exists. Okay, now let's go to XK02. Someone has created, I think. Let's press enter. Let's select this. Has not been created. Some issue came. Let's press enter. So vendor, let's try to fill all the data. So let's try to go back. Let's try to fill this data. Okay, let's save this. So now vendor is 51 created. XK02, you go, press, select this. Okay, before going to the next tab, let's click on cancel, go to extras, add purchase data. Who is supplier? That plant need to be assigned here. 2727. Let's press enter. Okay, this is the important setting while creating vendor. So let me make a note it down. Let me put this as a note, or else you can keep it as a step also. While creating or after creation of vendor, you have to assign supplying plant in add purchase data. Okay, that means one vendor can able to supply to one plant, because you cannot able to assign there multiple plants. Some SAP scenarios, what it says, let me try to move here. Okay, this is fine now. So since you have created vendor here, this vendor created for whom? this supplying plant, so that after creating vendor, so we are telling to our master data, this person, this plant is supplying to ours. In our master data, indirectly we're recognizing supplying plant here as a vendor. That is the setting. That is the depth of that setting. You have to understand this. Now let's go to the sixth setting. Okay, so it's very simple, because this plant is supplying to this plant, so then this plant is customer. So that means in this sales area we have to create one customer. Okay, for that we'll assign the supplying plant. Okay, so how we have to create it, then this customer, how it is belongs to this plant, I will tell you that one. Just wait for some time. Okay, now we have created it as a vendor as 51. What we have created, vendor as 51. So let's try to keep it the vendor as 51 vendor. You can give any name, it doesn't matter, text doesn't matter. To avoid your confusion, I have given a supplying plant name for vendor. Okay, so now sixth setting, create a customer in supplying sales area for receiver. So let's come here. So you can utilize any existing customers, or else you can create it new customer. Let's try to create a new customer. It's been a long time we have created a customer. Let's come to the account group. So our company code 2727. So distributor, so we're creating for distributor this one. Division is also this one. For this we are creating. Okay, so we are creating like Rocky Coal Limited. We give some name, no issues. So here what is the more important, this company, this should be created as 2728. So that means, so to whom you are sending stock from 2727 to 2728. 2728 address needs to be created. So let's plant address, actually generally it should be created plant address. So let me create it France. So transportation zone, something related to France. So let me, if you would like to choose, you can able to choose some region. Okay, so let's keep it like this, no issues. So that means this is your plant address. So what is your plant? So go to SPRO. Let me try to share the screen. So in this definition, so what is the address? Let's go to the logistics general, go to define copy and check delete plant. So for this plant we're sending the stock, so then I should know the address of 2728. So this is SAP got expired. Let me try to re-log in again. Now, like as per our setting, we have to create a customer. So our customer, like 2728 is receiving and ordering. So with this address, we are creating a customer now. If you see, this address is like this. We have created this one. Okay. So what is the name we have given? 27. Okay. 2728. 28 France plant. You can give any name. So for this plant, we are creating it as a customer. Okay. So let's go to the XD01, or else if you have existing customer, you can able to utilize it for testing. It's not an issue. It's been a long time. That's why I'm creating a customer now. Okay. So let's come here. This is your supplying plant sales area. Okay. Let's keep it here. So 2728. Maybe you can keep the sets term. So while outputs, while printouts only, will get some problems if you are not able to do the properly actually. So as per a real time, we have to do like this. If you create it with any address also, it will work. But this setting is very, very important. If you don't create this customer, then you will not able to get shipping tab in purchase order. Okay, let me put it something. So let's try to keep it this one. So maybe customer pricing procedure, I can able to do this. So let's come here, your shipping condition, let's keep it this one. So you have to keep it your supplying plant 2727. That means, like, whatever we're using for our regular, that we can able to use it. So let's try to fill all these things. France. So terms of payment is this one. Okay. So this indicator, if it is not available, then you will get some problems at the time of PO. Okay. You created a customer now. Let's see our customer. So it is ends with 14. Let's go to the display mode. Let's copy. Let's go back to our screen. Sixth setting, create a customer. We have created this customer. Okay. Now let's go to the seventh setting. Okay. From here, you try to understand. So you said like your company code is supplier to this guy. This plant is customer, means like receiver from the stock from 2728. Sorry, 2728. So now what is the seventh setting? So we have to do that. The stock is moving from here for this plant is also having shipping point. Okay, that you have to do it. So otherwise you will get all errors. Okay, shipping point determination. Okay, shipping point determination for 2727. Since you are transferring the stock from here to here. At the same time, if you want, you can able to do for your receiving plant also. So let's because since it is receiving, so let's try to go back and try to do the shipping point determinations for both the plants. So vice versa also, if you required, you can able to do it, right? Let's come here. So where is the logistics execution? So in this, if you come here, shipping, so go to basic shipping functions. In that, shipping and goods receiving point determination, assign shipping points. Let's try to check if something is available. So for 01, so loading group, I think 003, and plant is 2727. Let's do this. Okay. So we have this shipping point determination. Okay. And more important thing, so once you do the shipping point determination for this, now let's go for eighth setting. See, if I am transferring stock from this plant to this plant belong to that certain storage location, then stock should be available and all relevant settings need to be done. That means stock posting should be allowed. So then you create a material. Okay, you create a material in both plants. Okay, let's keep it 9 setting. So for 8 setting, we will create a one plant. You can able to utilize your existing material or new material. Okay, let's come here mm01. So let me try to copy from this material. Let's try to create a new material. Okay, let's come here. So retail. So it will throw some errors. So I would like to show you if it is new one then, or else I can able to utilize this one also. That's not a big deal. So let's try to create a new material. So cookies, grape flavor. I'm creating this one. So all these settings remain same. Let's press enter. I'm copying from that material. So delivering plant is this one. So account assignment category. So I'm just creating a this one. Okay. Let's go to the purchasing. You try to remember this. So this purchasing group means purchase officials from your 2728 side. They're going to order for 2727. Let's pick all MRP settings. Let's go to the these two. It should be there because you're transferring from plant to plant, right? So accounting one. So let's try to keep it 100 as standard price. Let's save this. We created a new material. Okay. So let's go to change mode. So let's try to extend this plant for your receiving also. So how you can do similar way, you come here, just come here. So this is supplying, we have already created this material. We're copying from copying for or receiving, like let me show you receiving sales area. So last time we have created this sales org as 2728. Okay, and it is we said that, you know, since it is export sales organization, it is internet sales. Let me show you that one. So it shouldn't be the same, it should be different also. If I show the different, you can understand. If you get errors, if you can able to resolve, it's easy in your real time also. Okay, so 2728. So this is 2728. So material is not yet created in supplying plant. Let's press enter, press enter, press enter. Okay, so let's click on the purchasing. Data already been created. Purchasing not selected, data already been created. Okay, let's select this. Let me check this for a reason. If it is not created, then we have a problem. So this is okay, sales text, and it's there for purchasing also. So automatically it is got copied. Okay, so now this is fine. So now what we have done, material created and extended for both the plants. Okay, this is the material. See, if you write like this, then you can able to reutilize the data. Or else if you have good memory, there is no problem for this. So now let's go to MB1C and try to post the stock for your supplying plant. Okay, so let's press enter. I'm just posting the stock, some 10,000 pieces. Okay, I'm saving this. This is the same thing, like if you get errors for your stock posting, you have to resolve on your own. Let me try to do the stock posting for 2728 also, because see, at least one material if it is created, then we'll have some confidence, like, you know, other errors we can avoid it. Let me post one quantity only. See what it is saying, not maintained in plant 2728. Okay, let me try to check. why this error is coming. So no material master data exists for this plant. This may be one of the following reasons we have not yet created. So from purchasing data and storage view. Okay. MM02 plus center. So sales are gaze. So plant is 2728. Okay. That's why we haven't extended. We extended for. So let's change the plant 2728. So let's click the purchasing. So previously I have forgotten to change the plant. So I don't require MRP group. So let me check. For this plant, MRP controller might be different. So if this is the errors comes, you have to solve, you have to create it. I have already shown you before stock posting errors. Okay, let's save this. So now let's go to MB1C. So for 2728, I'm posting the same material. Let me post one piece. Let's try to save this. Any errors comes, no errors. Generally you will get errors like plant parameters not maintained, OMS2 settings, or else MRP controller, and a few other kind of errors it will come that can be resolved. I have already shown you. So now let's go to MMB. Before doing so, 2728 one piece is there. Okay, so 2727 we posted some stock. Why I have taken new material? Because there is no confusion. Like I would like to show you, like 10,000 total it is showing for both the plants. Okay, for this plant alone it is showing 10,000 stock. From this plant we will transfer some stock. That is our objective. Okay, so next setting is stock transfer settings. Okay, stock transfer settings. Let's go. Let's try to maintain the price also for this plant. So like let's try to copy. Let's try to maintain it as 500 euros per piece. Okay, let's go to SPRO. This is what we have done, like setup and plans creation and everything done. Before doing the stock transfer, you have to do some 3 to 4 important settings. For that, what you have to do, you have to choose material management. In this you go to purchasing. So in this, if you come here, there is something called purchase order. So within that, there is something called setup stock transfer order. First setting, define shipping data for plants. Okay, let's go back within this. So in this, you'll keep it setting as A. Define shipping data for plants. If you don't do this, your shipping tab won't be available and you cannot able to perform stock transfer between your plants. So 2727. Okay, what you have to do for supplying plant, you have to assign the supplying sales area. Okay, because you're transferring from here, right? Okay, this is first setting. Okay, let's go back. For supplying plant, assign supplying sales area. So second one, let's go within that A only. So now go to the next one, 2728. 2728, whatever the customer you created, that you have to assign it. What is the customer we have created? This is the customer, 14 and switch. Let's come here. Okay. This setting is very important. If you don't do these settings in your purchase order, shipping tab won't be created. If you don't, if the plant don't know the other plant address where to ship the stock, then it is very difficult. Okay, so let's come here, assign customer to receiving plant. Okay, next come to the B. Within stock transfer only, we are getting these sub settings actually. So we have done this. Let's do the changes. If you want, you can able to define your own checking rule, like where the stock, whether stock is available or not in that plant, it need to be checked or something like that. Okay, so let's come to the this assign delivery type. So for intra-company stock transfer, the delivery type is UB. For intercompany stock transfer, the delivery type is NB. Okay, like your regular purchase order. So let's keep it UB. Your supplying plant is 2727. Okay, we don't have that setting. Let's maintain this. So UB. So for STO, someone has changed the text. So your supplying plant is 2727. So your delivering type is NL. Okay, and checking rule of the stock need to be checked. Let's try to, you can choose, it depends on your company scenarios. So SD delivery or else your what do you call SD order, where you would like to check the stock actually for the plant. So let me go back, take you back. UV in this supplying plant, you see NL. So either SD order, sometimes they will choose replenishment order also. If you see shipment scheduling, if it is related to shipment scheduling, you can able to choose this. And if it is route scheduling, then you can able to choose all these settings actually. Okay, till here this is sufficient for this. Let's go assign delivery type and checking rule. So next setting is assign delivery type. It should know, like if you are doing SD side delivery order, you are creating delivery type is LF. In the similar way, we have a delivery type here, delivery type and checking rule. Okay, so now let's come to the within the C setting. So you can able to take it as sub settings, because since all these are placed at one place, I'm taking like this, or else you can count your numbers how you want it. So see, this is the setting, very important, talks about what is my supplying plant and what is my receiving plant, and this what is my document type and why this setting is required. If you take this, stock will be moved one step directly, migo without like two step means with migo it will be there. Without migo, if I say one step, without migo it will be, stock will be moved quickly. I will show you what exactly it is. Okay, so let's try it. Assign document type, one step procedure, and delivery tolerance. Let's come here. Let's choose the new entries. What is our supplying plan? 2727, because it is holding 10,000 stock. We're going to deliver in another few minutes. So like this is the plant. What is the type? Is UB. Let me show you. I'm not going to take the one step. We'll see Migo, and after that with Migo also I can able to show you two scenarios. Okay, let's give a try. If any error comes, all the way we can able to resolve. Okay, supplying plant and receiving plant setting as one step or two step. Okay, I'm just I'm not copying that setting. So we have created this one. Let's come here. So one step means it need to be ticked. That means one step it is reduced. Okay. So you have done this. So this is material determination from receiving company code, material determination for issuing company code. So some scenarios will be there. So I don't want to confuse you. As of now, raw exposure, okay, exposure mode and all these things will be there. Let's try to understand these two things. It's very important that we can able to go these settings. Depends on like how the business is looking for. This itself is sufficient for you as of now at this stage of learning. So let's try to go back how we can able to create a stock transfer order while creating what are the challenges. So first thing, if you come here, okay, so this plant is ordering this plant, then this plant is creating purchase order. Step one. Okay, step one is purchase your say purchase order. Okay, let me keep it PO. Okay, fine. Say PO. Okay, let's go. We're all done with all settings. Like sometimes some other issues might come. That is different story. So as of now, we didn't get any settings. ME21N. Okay. So what is our document type? You have to choose this UB. Okay. This is what we assigned. So what is our purchase organization? Purchase organization is 2728. Okay. Purchase group is in your material master. It is 000. That means your purchase group. What is the company code? Same company code. Within the same company code, two plants are there. So what is my supplying plant? Supplying plant is 2727. In that you have a 10,000 stock. Let's press enter. Okay. So here itself, if you don't do proper settings, you will get errors. Okay. Now let's choose our material. What is the material? Let's check. This is our material. Let's try how best we can do today. So I'm just taking this material. Let me move some 5,000 stock. Okay. So in that, for where you're moving from 2727, okay, from 2727 to 2728. Okay, what is the storage location? Let me keep it as a sale. Okay, so import data is complete. You can say this. So now you see shipping tab came. This is the important thing. Okay, so you see the delivery type is NL. Okay, so since it's not like your sales order, I told you, right, this is one of the best example, like delivery level item category determination. You got NL. If you see, it is copied from your planet delivery time. See, customer is like your receiving plant. It will have that address. Okay, since this customer is copied, so this is how you can able to do this one. Okay, so let's check button. No messages. Boss, you can go ahead. System is telling. Let's save this PO. Okay. Now let's try to go to the ME22N. Okay. Our purchase order ends with 576. What we have created. So this is the purchase order we have created. This is the header data. If you see, so if you come here, conditions, you can see PA01, some price is there. Okay. So let's come here, org data. If you see, this is the purchase organization, this is the company code. Let's try to observe the status. It's active, ordered, what you call 5,000 pieces. still to deliver. It's supposed to deliver. It's not at delivered. It's anyhow, we don't have an invoice for this. So let's come here. Let's try to choose item details also. Okay, so let's come here, material data. So material group is this one, quantities is this one. So your delivery got scheduled for 25th. Okay, so what is this delivery? So sometimes if you have under delivery and over delivery, so you see the price is 100. So this is copied, PA01. So total value per piece. So this is the condition value for 5,000 pieces. Okay, 5,000 in 100. So let's come to the delivery address. You can see this is the address. If you check the address details here, this is from your customer. So like the plant, what you have. So you, some cases you will have confirmations and all these things. In our scenario, we don't have as of now. Third party sales will have the all those confirmation. This is intra stock transfer. Okay. So transportation group this came and loading group this came. All these are copied. Okay. Now let's go back and try to do the inbound delivery. Okay. So next do the inbound delivery. See, you created PO. So this guy received the PO. He would like to deliver to you. Okay. So VL10D or 10G will be there. Let's check with VL10D now for doing inbound delivery. Okay. So let's come here. VL10D. So let's try to put what is the shipping point. This is the shipping point. This is the place where. So now come here, this place like purchase orders. So our purchase order with 576 actually. Okay, let's press enter. So let me try to do this. Okay. Okay. So our delivery creation date is not 23, it's 25. Let's try to take this one. Let's take this. Okay. Sometimes if key comes green, maybe because of some warning message, it will come as a red. Let's try to click this. Already shown you how to create collective delivery. Okay. For 5,000 pieces, your document type is UV, line item 10. Okay. This is the material. Okay. This is all about the details. Let's click on the background. So now see, this is what it is created. Let's select this. Let's go to the log. Okay. So this is the group. Sometimes it might be multiple actually. So we can able to schedule background job also for this process in real time. So let's come here. Let me show you some important things before moving ahead. See, movement type is for two step is 641. What is two step? You keep in mind. I will explain you. NLN is item category. Okay. What it talks about for two step, that means Migo also will be there. Receipt also you have to do it. I will show you that one. So here, what is that? NLN is the item category and 641. Let me go back and confirm you this one. This is what do you call your 641. NLN is your item category. Okay. So for this, I'll show you the setting. Before that, let's go and try to pick this. We're creating inbound delivery. That means we're pushing the stock from 27 to 27 plant to outside. What it will happen? Let's try to take our 5,000. Let's do the post goods issue. Here you have to do the observation. Okay. So this is the replenishment delivery. Let's copy this. So we have created, this is the inbound delivery. I forgotten to copy the PO number also. Let's keep it here. Let's come here. So if I go to MMB, since I didn't do, I have sent only, but I haven't. Sorry, this is the, what is the material code? This is, I think we have created 743. Okay. I'm just, see, we on our stock. So like it's like a stock. So from here, previously it was 10,000 total. 10,000 is there. So from 10,000, it is moved to 5,000. So this plant is supposed to receive the stock once it is there in the middle, actually, like on order stock. So it should be added here. For that, you have to do the goods receipt. If you double click here, see, it will be like on order stock. But actual unrestricted stock, how much it is showing? It is only single. Once I done Migo, it will be added here. How would I do the Migo? So let's do the Migo either with reference to PO or else with reference to your inbound delivery also you can able to do it. So what is the PO, or PO is 576. So let's select this. Here you will get some errors. If you don't do inbound delivery, then it is saying, see, for receipt, the moment type is 101. From where, okay, it is receiving for where I am receiving. I am receiving for 2728 plants. Storage location is this one. How much quantity I am receiving? 5,000. What is the material? Material is this 743. Okay. See what happens if I don't give storage location in my PO, it won't be copy here. You have to give manually. Otherwise, I don't know where to post the stock actually. Let's click the check actually. So document flow cannot be updated. No problem as of now. Okay. If you check this, okay, that's a warning message. That's it. So if you come to this purchase order data, see for this PO only 576. Okay. So I'm just taking this. So item category, it talks about your stock transfer order. Okay. What is that? Your NLN. So let's pause this. Oh, I wanted to show you something. I forgotten to show you, but still I will show you this one. First MMBE will create one more cycle. See now, see stock is from this 27272 to 2728. It is added. Now see your on order stock is gone. That means it is added as unrestricted stock. Let me show you one more thing. MM21N. I just would like to move. Sorry, ME21N. I would like to move remaining stock also. What is my supplier? 2727. So it is asking. So vendor, that's fine. So my purchase organization, this. So material. So quantity, I'm just moving the remaining 5,000. Maybe let me move another 3,000. Okay. For where I'm moving, here you have to give your receiving plant and the receiving storage location. Okay. Let's keep the set. Let's go and check. Let's save the PO. One more time I am creating PO. It ends with 577. So let me do VL 10D. So let's come here. What is that? It's moving from 577. So from which plant? It is moving from my supplying plant. So the date is, so light. How come? What happened? Activate due to, activities due to shipping purchase order items. Like, Let me check if any issues are there. ME22N. Let's try to choose 577. I'm opening the purchase order. Let's go on set. Import data. So now I think everything is all right. Now let's copy. So let's go to this. Even you can able to create your material or any other parameters, doesn't matter. So item GIDB. Maybe someone had changed setting or what in the manual. Is this the PO got created? Let me try to go back to the, so incomplete, import data is incomplete. Here is my item details. So shipping tab, it is not coming. Okay, let me check if I done any mistake. This is fine. Why this is not coming? Oh, I got it. I have chosen this document type. Okay. So now select this. So I got my shipping tab. If shipping tab is not coming, then something went wrong. Okay. So like edit, no problem. All these fine. Let's save this. Now let's come here. I wanted to show you something. Whale 10D. Let's come back to our PO. This is the PO. Let's try to check. If something not works, we'll create another PO. Doesn't matter. So let's check. So now it is coming. Let's go to the background. Okay. Let's select this. Go to the log. Let's select the group. Same process we're doing. But let me show you something here. What is the difference actually? Let's go to the change mode. Let's pick the 3000 stock. Okay. Let's check the movement type. It is 641 for 2-step. So let's click the post goods issue. Now if you go MMBE, if you click here, so from 5000 to 3000 it is reduced, it is added as an on order stock. Let me try to show you one thing. There is something called MB5T. So this is related. So it will tell the stock is push, like where it is. If I don't do Migo, I don't receive. It is, since it is an on order stock. Okay, let me share this part. Since it is on order stock, so let's click this. For your receiving plan, this is in transit. We'll call it as the stock is there in transit. It will be here. Okay, so it belongs to this PO and this material. This is what all about. Now let's try to do Migo. See, in 2 steps, you're doing delivery and you're doing Migo. Okay. So ours is purchase order. Okay. Let's press enter. So it is asking. So let's go and check. For that, you have to click OK. The same I explained. Okay. Let's click the check. So maybe document flow, it is not updated. No issues. So let's do the posting. Now let's go to MB5T. Okay. We check here, nothing will be there. So display in stock in transit. So now let's go to MMBE. That means your 3000 stock will be added here. See, now it become like 8000. This is how you have to do the intra company stock transfer. Okay. What is the steps you have? This is for 2 step. Let me try to show you for 1 step also. Like without Migo, it will be moved. SPRO reference IMG. Let's come here. You can able to try on your own. It's not a big deal, but still I am explaining this scenario also. It's very simple. It's just 1 step away. Come to the purchasing. Let's come here, purchase order. Let's come here, your setup stock transfer order. Let's click here, not this one, this one. Okay. In this, let's try to make it as 1 step. See, under delivery tolerance also will be there. Like it won't allow over delivery tolerance. Like, apart from your PO quantity, you can able to deliver the less stock, but you cannot able to deliver the more stock in sales, how we have seen this one. So now see 1 step. Let me do ME21N. So last time we forgotten to choose this document type. That's why we got some error. Let's choose the supplying plant. Let's choose this one. Okay. Let's check the material and just choosing like 500. Okay. 500, your plant is this one. Press enter. Okay, let's click this and let's come here. So storage location is sale I have created. It need to be moved. So let's press enter. Let's try to check any issues are there. Warnings means it's okay. Let's save this. So your PO is ends with 578. I'm just doing 1 step. That means you don't require Migo. Okay. Now let's go to VL10D, your shipping point from supplying side. Just remove this. Just keep it this one. So we have 578. 575 previously it was there. I don't want to consider this. It is 500. So that means you can able to do multiple also. Let's click this. Okay, let's go to the log. Let's select this. If any errors are there, it will come here. Okay, if you select this and click on notes, you can able to see. Go to the documents. Let's select the group. Display the document. Go to the change mode. Come here, picking. Let's try to do the 500 in stock. Okay. So now let's do the 1 step, right? So let's try to observe the movement type. So this is 647. This is where the difference is there. 1 step means you have NLN, same item category, and let's do the post goods issue. So now I didn't do Migo. Now let's go to MMB. Directly for that material, stock should be moved actually. See, 500 it is got added. So 1 step and 2 step, the difference is that. So 1 step and 2 step, the difference is that you will have a Migo. 1 step will be reduced actually. Okay. This is all about your intra-company sales. Intra-company sales is bit different. It's almost similar. If you understand intra-company sales, intra-company sales is very, very easy. Okay, both are easy, both are like a similar. There you will have a billing and intercompany condition type will be there. I'll explain you later. So this is all about your settings. So if you go back to the Excel, what is the steps you have? So VL10D and 2-step you have a Migo, or 1-step you don't have Migo. Okay, that is the difference. So let's try to, okay, that's it. In next session we will see intercompany stock transfer.